And I want to tie this to what Dr. Ollie said, that internalization of racism. Dr. Ollie, so this question is for you. If we were not aware, then what is the purpose of all of this? What should it be? How can we put it out there? There are too many questions I'm asking at the same time. But believe me, there's so many things competing in my head, because I'm thinking, what are we passing down to the next generation? This baton here has nothing. What else don't we know about ourselves? So I would like for you to, just layer by layer. We're going to give you time to answer this.
Yeah, sure.
How does this tie up with that, internal racism? Go ahead, sir.
I think we have just reflected there in the conversation we've been having, almost a metaphor for that sense of African unawareness of self, and often unawareness of each other. I'll be interested to know the view of our journalists in the room, but my observation of interacting as somebody who is married to a Nigerian who's married to somebody who's from Zambia and interacts with people from different African countries is that we often lack at a fundamental level a great awareness of even the existence of the other, and some elements of mistrust seem to have been sown from the very beginning. And so if I could use this idea of a day that is there to celebrate Africa as a day of which we Africans are unaware, and a day in which we are meant to celebrate others as a day in which we are not aware of, and in many cases may not even really have the inclination to be as celebratory of each other as we could be. Perhaps one of the reasons for that is the ultimate impact often of the kind of history that we have had, is this sense that it gives us a sense that life is just a zero-sum game, that for me to go ahead and for me to move ahead in life is for another person to be at a disadvantage, and the other way around. And I think that is that zero-sum game that often makes it a lot harder for us to look at each other and really to celebrate this Pan-African ideal that people like Kwame Nkrumah and many of our fathers kind of live towards. But there is hope. And there's great hope, because we've got people like me who can tell us about Africa Day.
Oh, wow.
And make us aware of it. We've got an infrastructure and within the world of the arts, for example, in which African culture is celebrated. One of the things I love, for example, about our music, our arts, is today. So I'll give you an example. I have a daughter who is autistic. She is nonverbal. But in a moment that made me realize that God has a sense of humor is the fact that she's got very little comprehension, but she loves African music. Wow. And she loves Yoruba music particularly, which, when you understand how amazing that is, given that she doesn't have much, she couldn't, much she's pre-verbal, put it that way. And at the same time, my wife isn't Nigerian, but somehow she found in that music something that connects with her far away in Scotland. Wow. and it's that power of the arts that you see also expressed in the multitudes of people who are enjoying Afrobeats, who love to read about Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, who love the many aspects of African culture. I think when I look at the arts, I see real hope for the future of our continent.
Oh, wow. Wow. Thank you.